Hey, this is Stan with Sundeski Sports. I'm driving to Angel Fire, New Mexico. Gonna hit the Angel Fire Mountain Bike Park. It's probably one of the top 5 mountain bike parks in the United States. Pretty much come here every year during the 4th of July weekend. Gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna do some videos for you, talking about some of the trail and the experience there. So hang on, it's gonna be a great day. Hey, all right guys, I'm on the lift, getting ready to make the first run. Great day. We'll see how many runs we get in today. Again, incredible park, just a great place, not real crowded. So unlike some of the top mountain bike destinations, bike parks destinations, it's just not crowded here. So I wouldn't say you have the trail to yourself, but you have you don't have a lot of people to contend with, either in the lift line or on the trail itself. So anyway, should be a lot of fun. I've got a little run that I kind of open everything up with, kind of goes top to bottom, pretty much a blue run all the way down. I don't get too crazy, but there's some really fun and challenging terrain here. So this is called the Chili Pepper Express. Gonna go to the top. Most of the trail is gonna be off to the right. There are 2 trails that come off to the left, Da Vinci's Code and Angel's Plunge, but most everything here is gonna be, you can see some of the trail there, is pretty much on the west side of the park. It's got everything. It's got green, easy trails, good, flowy, medium, moderate trails, to crazy stuff with features and pretty much extreme downhill stuff too. So anyway, we'll check in later. Okay, we're at the top here. Getting ready to hit a trail called Ziggy. Yeah. So here's your trail map right here. So once you get off the lift, you can check out all the different trail there is. They divide it into 2 types of riding. One is free ride, and the other is a little more technical. So the free ride is a little more flowy. Technical would be a little more rocks and roots, not as groomed. So and what's really cool, I really like about the park, is it has the easiest to the hardest. So as you're looking at that, the green at the top, and then the blue is the easiest blue all the way down to double diamond, hardcore, either free ride or technical. So that means you're probably going to have a lot of rocks and roots and a lot of steep descents, gaps, features, things like that you need to be aware of. So the best way to do it, in my opinion, is kind of what do you want to do, free ride or technical. Choose one of the easier ones and just kind of progress as you go along. And once you feel like you've kind of found your maximum security of what you feel like you can really tackle, then just kind of make a loop kind of over and over, and kind of venture out there, and then kind of hit some of the stuff you like doing over and over again. That's the way I like to do it. So I use a morning kind of warming up, and then I kind of pick some stuff maybe I hadn't been on in a while, or maybe is a little more technical. And then as I end the day, I kind of gravitate toward trails that I feel I'm familiar with, and kind of end the day that way on a high note. So you can do it however you want. All right, so we're gonna hit Ziggy right here, and it dumps back out, and then it pretty much is gonna allow you to hit any of the trail as you come out. There's a gravel road right here. It'll dump you out on the gravel road. You can take the gravel road as well, but I like to take Ziggy as kind of a warm-up. So, all right, we'll talk to you later. Okay, we started with Ziggy, like I mentioned up above. We ended up going turbo diesel down to Boulder Dash, and we're about probably 80% of the way down, I guess. So we're gonna finish out on Boulder Dash, which is a great introduction, in my opinion, to some berms and tabletops, not too big. You can roll most of them. They have kickers. You can be as aggressive as you want to, or you can roll most of them. So most anybody who has some pretty strong mountain biking skills, be able to handle this. So, but anyway, we're gonna head all the way to the bottom and maybe hit a different trail coming down. All right, completed our first run. Weather's amazing. If you live within driving distance in the state of Oklahoma or Texas, this bike park is definitely worth your time and effort. So, headed back up. I think I'm going to hit Da Vinci's Code next. A little more technical. It'll be on the left side when you come off of the lift. I'll stop at top and show you how to get there. I'm enjoying a little mountain biking in Angel Fire, New Mexico. Weather's great. Feel sorry for you guys in Texas. Weather's high 50s right now. A lot of fun. So I'll show you some of the trail. This comes across. You got two bikers right there. I don't know if you can see it in the trees right here, but here we go. Here's some trail here. It runs along the lift line right here. It kind of zigzags back and forth, but there's actually one in the trees right here. I'll show you some features here in a minute, but it just basically follows the fall line of the lift. So, but there is trail all along this area right here. So, going up the lift, you can see a trail right here on your right. It basically follows the fall line. You can see the trail right through there. Comes across, as you can see right here, and enters right there. That's a good blue run. It's called Sierra. A lot of blue runs here. So even some of the easier blacks are not that difficult. So if you can handle one of the harder blues, you can definitely handle one of the easier blacks. But you can see there's trail right here as well. It's amazing. There's a lot of trail. You be here all day, you'll wear yourself out trying to find all the trail and do it. There's trail right here on the left as well. So again, it zigzags, comes across. I believe that's called Lemonade over there. There's actually two trails there, but I think Lemonade is one of them. Again, a blue run. So here you go. Here's one of the features. Getting ready to come up on it right there. That is a black run, but it's a doable black run that drops you in right here and then zigzags across. It's one of the more technical trails, but it's mainly rocks and switchbacks. Here's a trail right here releasing you out. I believe that's Sierra or Lemonade, one of the two, that comes out of there. So just an amazing place to come and ride. Okay, we're gonna go hit Da Vinci's Code. So earlier we were right here. We went down Ziggy, but now we're gonna continue on. You can see a green trail on their left right there, but we're gonna keep going right up there, and we're gonna hit that trail. It actually takes you to Angel's Plunge and Da Vinci's Code. Angel's Plunge is a little more of a climb. There's a little climb to Da Vinci's Code as well. It's a black, but again, anybody who has some reasonable mountain bike skills probably can do this. It's a little more cross-country feel with switchbacks and some drops, but no gaps, rocks and roots, things like that to deal with. But anyway, we're gonna hit this, and when we come back up, I'm gonna show you the trail that you get to ride on as part of Da Vinci's Code. It's on a ridge, which is super cool. You're riding on a ridge. And as you exit, it just kind of winds out and dumps you out on a fire road, which is right underneath the lift. All right, we're gonna hit it. All right, here we are. So this is Angel's Plunge. It continues up that road right there, and then it would drop in on the left side. It is a little bit of a climb, not too bad. I got this incredible view down the valley. Hopefully, I'm sure it doesn't do justice, but it is an amazing view from right here. Again, we're on the left side of the lift right now, but we're gonna drop into Da Vinci's Code right here. Okay, on Da Vinci's Code, we're getting ready to drop in right here. I don't know if you can see those features. It comes down. It exits right there. Really cool feature. Okay, safely made it down that feature. But we're on the ridge, and I wanted to show you, there's the chairlift, and we're on the ridge, and we're going all the way back down. So really cool view from here, and you can see this ridge from the chair line. All right, so came down to Da Vinci's Code. We did Lemonade back below the lift. It kind of winds on the right hand side next to the lift, and then it dumps you out actually on Sierra. Well, it dumps you out underneath the lift. Then if you make a hard right down a little bit, there's Sierra. So Sierra follows the lift line. So here's the lift right here. But as you come down Sierra, there's an option here, and it's an easier black called Chutes and Ladders. And basically it's just got some drops, no gaps, just some big steep drops, which are kind of fun. And so when you're at this intersection, you kind of hop over and catch the tail end of Chutes and Ladders, which is really fun. So I'm going to do that. I almost forgot. I was heading back up, but there's the ridge for Da Vinci's Code. You can see it back there, but it runs all inside there. Because you're going to come around, and then you end up on that ridge down there. So I guess you can see it. There's your ridge right there. There it is. And then that dumps you out. All right, so we're sitting at a connector right now, right off of Easy Street. And so Easy Street kind of meanders. I don't know if you can see that. Trying to zoom in a little bit. Comes right through those trees right there. It's pretty tame. It's a green run and brings you to this point. And how I got here was I started like we did on the first run, Ziggy, turbo diesel, and then there's a short connector leading you to Boulder Dash, which we did on our first run as well. That sends you to a connector, and if you keep going straight at that connector, or kind of a right-hand turn actually, you'll end up on Easy Street. And then you're at a Y point here, and this C connector is going to take us to Sierra, and then Sierra is going to take us to Chutes and Ladders, and that's what we're going to come down. So find yourself here and you want to go to Chutes or Ladder or Sierra, you make a right-hand turn right here, C connector. There's actually more trail off of this, but we're going to take the Chutes and Ladder trail. Okay, so did Chutes and Ladders. Pretty short little section. It goes further, but we got onto a trail called Jazz Hands, which is a blue. I would say it's similar to Boulder Dash, maybe a little tamer. In fact, it's probably a lot tamer. But anyway, we're going to do this one. Kind of a harder blue. It's called Drops and Lollipops. And it's just got big drops on it. No gaps, nothing like that. It's just big drops. You can roll most of them out. All right, so Drops and Lollipops. Big drop right there. We just came down 2 more. Similar, maybe not quite as much of a drop, but longer for sure. This one turns quickly right here. It's like boom, very, very quickly. And we came back around. So we're gonna finish this and we'll be done. All right, I just came down Hungry Hippo. I'm about halfway down right now. If you like to get air effortlessly, this is your trail. Most of it can be rolled. You need some minor jumping skills to be able to accomplish it. It's got some kickers with, be really hard to roll some of them. So make sure you got some jumping skills. But if you want to get high, and you know what I mean, just high on mountain biking, this is the trail. It's a blast, even if you want to roll most of it. So, and it is fast, fast, fast. Big berms, big kickers. A few features like this wall right here, which is kind of cool. So, Hungry Hippo. Okay, we're going a trail we haven't been on today yet. So you come off the lift, you come down. So there's your lift. Come in, you grab a snack here, something to drink, beer, whatever. Hang out. A lot of hikers, people out today. But anyway, we're going to take Chickmont, and it wraps around underneath the lift line. It's a green, easy transition. And what's going to do is it's actually going to shoot us out. There is a gravel road right here and it takes us down to where we started earlier today without taking Ziggy. And then we're going to do some trail on the other side that we haven't done. All right, so we're at this transition B right now. We came down Chipmunk, as you saw earlier, and then we transition into the gravel road that takes you to the top where diesel and turbo diesel are, which we've taken earlier today. What it does is it dumps you out at this connector. You got Easy Street as it continues, and then Duke. We just came out of there on diesel, and then this is Easy Street as it would continue behind us. Okay, so we're at this transition. We're going to take Duke. We haven't taken this today, and then Duke is going to take us into Lazy Susan, and then hopefully to the bottom. Okay, we're at Lazy Susan. Word of warning, I've done this trail before, but it's been a while. Duke is nothing but rock garden. It is pretty high pitch descent, and then rock gardens, like big rock gardens. It does have a few drops. You can roll them, but it's best to carry your speed and pick a line and just go for it. But if you don't like rocks, don't take Duke. So we're going to try out Lazy Susan. All right, we finished Lazy Susan, and guess what? It was just like Duke. Short, but not quite as technical, but definitely rocky. Basically a rock garden going downhill. So now we're at a split, and we've been here before, Boulder Dash, and we're going to finish with Boulder Dash. So Easy Street is an easy green that hooks up with some other trail, but Boulder Dash is probably one of my favorite finishes anyway. So we're going to finish here. Hey, so it's been a full day, almost 30 miles. Yeah, going to be really close to 30 when I get done. So I always in my day, just like I started when I'm here, and that's basically Ziggy to turbo diesel and Boulder Dash all the way down. To me, top to bottom is probably the most fun let go trail, I guess, option that you have. So anyway, heading back, it's been good. Hope you enjoyed this, and it helps you if you come to Angel Fire, and I'd really encourage you to come to Angel Fire Bike Park and enjoy this. Hopefully this gives you a little idea of what's out there, especially somebody of my skill level, not going to be doing hardcore downhill, but more fast flowy stuff, maybe a little bit of technical stuff. So anyway, especially from the DFW area, Oklahoma, Flatlanders, hopefully this helps you navigate if you come to this park. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it.